Hey everybody, what's going on? It's time for Mojito Mommies episode 2. Jamie,
Hello, hello.
how are you?
I was at the pool all day today.
Oh, so you were
So
maxing and relaxing.
listen. I'm awake. I traded in my mojito for a little espresso martini because I'm gonna need to wake up a little bit.
Ooh wee. I have a lemon
Ooh,
margarita. So they don't call
ooh.
it, they call it of course, a lemon drop when it's vodka, but when you substitute it and do the same thing because it's tequila, it's technically a limerita. So I have a limerita.
I love that.
Um, yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and get drunk, fucked up, and talk some shit again.
Look, last week was a little
Unhinged.
it was a little unhinged.
But that's what they love. Did you see the
That's
reaction that we got?
I did. I absolutely did.
Oh my
Today we gotta
goodness.
reel it in just a little bit. We're gonna
No, we don't.
be a little look, because I am a little bit pissed off at Julia still. So
Oh yeah, okay, well then great. Well, luckily for Julia, we didn't see her bald head as let me see, here we go already. Make sure that you guys keep doing your big one by supporting Mojito Mommies and No Chaser TV, by watching us when we have these episodes, but especially the way that you guys showed out for us on the podcast side of things. It is one of my No Chaser TV's top podcast already, and it's only been episode 1. So this is just a great feeling to know that you guys are loving what we're doing. Thank you guys so much. Continue to like, comment, subscribe. As you're listening to the podcast, go ahead and rate us. Give us 5 stars. Tell the people what you like about the Mojito Mommies. And let's get into the things, Jamie. Hey
let's
there,
go.
Love Jones. The stuttering sis. Can we say that? The stuttering
Yeah,
sis.
we can. That's mine.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
That's you said wait.
Oh, I was like, whoa. All right. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into Miami because it again was on fire. Even like when they have like a cool down episode, there is not lost for moments, Jamie.
Oh, these ladies again, because I know we say this week after week, season after season. These ladies have consistently clocked in as a group. Even the weakest link on
Mm.
this cast continues to put in better content than a lot of the bigger franchises. So it pisses me off that these ladies are not getting the ratings and the recognition they deserve because they are top tier franchises.
Oh, yeah, they really are. Did you see what Bernice said? Oh,
What she say? Let me go over to the comments.
go read the comment out loud.
Oh, hello, Chase and Jamie, handsomest podcasters in the game. Well, I'll take that. Absolutely. And who's going to argue with that? Not me. Surely not
Not
me.
me and
Not
not me,
I.
girl. And I love a good
Who
argument. Oh my God. Love a good
it's
argument. Hey
one thing
Nina.
about Chase. He loves an argument.
Oh, hey, that's me, girl. Hey, Carla. Yes. See, they're loving us. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to give you what we got, and we're going to get the hell on. Okay, because it is Juneteenth, and I'm not even supposed to be working today, but whatever. Lisa and Larsa are going to, excuse me, Lisa and Larsa's son, Preston, are going to be walking in the Philip Klein show in Milan. Now, let me ask you something. This is a deep cut for you guys who have been watching us since the lean. We had a time now with one of Larsa's children. Is this the one who wanted to get the American cookies?
hmm
He seemed like he done grew out of it a little bit. What you think?
I mean, he's that was season one, right? Where he came up in there, he said,
Mm, it's
"All
American
right,
cookies.
gotta get a little bit about the cookies." God bless him. Larsa, an insufferable woman as she is, she makes some very attractive children.
Yeah,
All
she
of her
loves.
kids are beautiful, and they seem very well adjusted considering the mother is Larsa.
They
Like,
have
like
they
that kid
have
was
great
like, "Yo,
genes.
calm down,
Yeah, you
calm
need to.
down."
You're doing team too much. But they have their father's height and um both of their parents' original features.
Well, I want to
So
know how does one come out of the womb with your mother's future face? Like, because that face on none of the kids was Larsa's original nose.
no,
None of them.
well, how did they get
So,
that? I think that's Scotty's nose. Though, if you look at Scotty's face, I think they have
yeah,
Scotty's
he's got a
nose.
really good nose. Really,
Mhm.
really nice nose. So,
Are you trying to sleep with Scotty? What is going?
maybe,
Okay.
maybe.
Maybe. That's we
Look, that
draw.
man, according to her, that man didn't want to do anything but sit around the house. So absolutely. Come on, Scotty.
Mhm.
Let's
I
go.
love that. Uh, Gertie went on a cruise with Julia as Julia and Alexia meet up. Excuse me, Julia and Alexia meet up to work out. Alexia asks her about Gertie and their situation. Julia explains the text message, which to me, I'm standing on business. It makes absolutely no sense why
Yeah.
Julia is upset. I saw a couple of people on social media trying to rationalize why Julia will be upset and put yourself in her shoes with two new children and all of that stuff. She's not a single mother. This
Listen,
ain't good times.
and apparently this was before she had the kids. This wasn't after she had the kids. She was saying that this was an issue kind of already that had put like the seed in her head to why Gertie was acting funny. This wasn't after the kids.
I'm
So I
gonna
don't know what
drop
they're
to
talking
Julia
about.
long neck
I don't know
ass.
what she was like. Oh my God, Gertie was more concerned about this party. And the way that I read it, I was like, you invited this woman. She took the place of your wife who ditched you, who'd rather be anywhere except on a cruise with you. And then you didn't even see that your guest was able to get into the dinner party that she was supposed to be at. So if
Absolutely,
I'm
Jamie.
Gertie and I got washed my cooter, got all dressed up, showed up for dinner, and you told me I wasn't allowed in, yeah, I'm texting you saying like, yo, let me in. They're not letting me in. And if you are ignoring me, yeah, I'm gonna be salty. Like Gertie is me. Guess I'm gonna go home and eat dinner by myself. Like,
The-
girl, I'm
that
here for
was
you.
Julia is so self-absorbed, and you're absolutely right. If I shave my beaver, if I shave my chuckalina, and I'm going down to the thing, and
My
I'm
lemon, my
yes,
lemon
yeah.
Rita.
If I drunk my lemon Rita, I'm two lemon Ritas in, and I'm getting ready to go down to the party. And you talking about I can't get in? Surely you see this camera crew behind me in the words Nene leaks. Her gates don't even work, and security gonna pull me to the motherfucking side. I don't think so.
Like that's like I don't know how Julia can read that text and be like, oh, she's more. Because then my thing was, where were you, Julia? Were you inside the dinner too? Like it'd be one thing if you were like chilling like somewhere else on the boat and Gertie was trying to get up in a dinner that you weren't even at, then I can see that. But you were inside the venue at the dinner. Gertie was trying to get into the event
Gertie was trying
you
to
were
get in.
at.
You know what a reason why, Jamie, she did not want Gertie in that event is because she was like, well, she's not here, so just give me her plate. I'll take her plate.
Look, I know English ain't her first language, but it's still Chechnya or wherever she's from. Like it's close enough. Like that's close enough to Europe.
I'm not going
It's
there.
English.
I'm not touching it. You got it. You got it.
You got it, girl.
You got it. But I absolutely know without a shadow of a doubt that lady did go up there and sit up and eat that lady food, and that's why she didn't want to come into the building. But I would, honestly, yeah, I echo your sentiment. I thought it was tacky of her. If someone's texting you saying, "Hey, I can't get in," you're supposed to get up and make sure that your guest who's coming to support you can get in. The fact that she didn't think to do that and she automatically thought to think that Gertie was just being over the top.com, it makes me question and challenge everything that Julia and all of the fake ass support Julia was giving Gertie during her cancer journey, and
Hmm.
Alexia too, in a little bit. I'm getting Alexia's ass too,
Yeah.
but everything about that, how Gertie was, they treated Gertie during her cancer journey, it makes me side eye that from Julia. And it also, to me, is not a side eye for Gertie, it's a bigger side eye for Julia, because how desperate are you to be on this fucking show that you take everything into storyline? That is so tacky.
Yeah. I mean, it was a non-starter. Like, girl, she didn't cuss you out. She didn't say anything. She said, "Okay, I'm gonna go home and eat by myself." Like, it like, goddamn, that lady's on a boat. Can you feed her? Like, she came, and it's this over the top thing that she's saying. Oh, she gave me this thing. Blah 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 blah. We said over the past couple of seasons, Gertie can be a lot. We've known
She is a
that.
lot.
She's very animated. She's very
Yes.
energetic. She's very passionate. But this is now year 4 or 5 that you've been knowing this lady. Like this is how Gertie has been since episode 1.
But Julia,
Like
you are too.
it's Larsa.
It's a lot. Oh, come
Like
on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
what did you expect her to be like? Oh well, thank you for the invite, lady. I'm gonna go back to my room and starve tonight. Like no, bitch, let me in. let me, let
We
me
got a
in.
super chat. We got a super chat. Did you read
Hey,
it?
this is from Love, who is one of our co-hosts from last season of Miami as well, and from New York. Beverly Hills over on the lead. She says donations for any negativity directed towards Larsa on Juneteenth. Like, comment, and subscribe. Love y'all. Look good. Here's the thing: if y'all don't follow Love on Instagram, please go because that lady be stunting every single post that she puts on.
I
She
like,
looks gorgeous. She be putting some videos up. Gorgeous. One of my
life.
favorite followers. Love her to death.
I
Thank you,
like.
Love.
Thanks, love. When I tell you she lives a life worth living, I tell you what.
Listen, she's outside and making the most of her California summer, and
I
I'm
know
not mad at
fuck
it.
right, as she should. Making the most of getting on my nerves is Alexia, because she's anxious. As Todd has 30 days to go ahead and push forward with the divorce. She says that she has done everything in her power to save her marriage within the last 5 months, but it all hinges on whether or not Todd wants to go ahead and move forward. From there, Larsa and Lisa have to ride in the same car together after they tore Lisa's big ass apartment up the week prior. Larsa says she isn't going to come for Lisa and do that in front of her son and make it a housewives moment. She's not going to do that. She's not going to do that. Lisa gets in the car and she absolutely does that. She absolutely does that. As Lisa says, you're such a stage mom. It was kind of like a compliment. I don't know if it was
Yeah.
was it a backhanded compliment?
No, like I think that the way that Lisa framed it was like just a couple of years ago he was doing art stuff and now he's this and you're like
So
supporting him. You're a
supportive.
stage mom. If they
Yeah.
weren't fighting, Larsa would have loved it. Larsa would have laughed. I absolutely am. Blah blah blah. But she leave it to
Well,
Larsa.
she
Leave
was
it to
like,
Larsa.
leave it to Larsa, because Larsa says, of course I'm a stage mom. I have 4 amazing kids who are doing great things. So what are you trying to say? That's hurtful. And Lisa says, well, it was hurtful when you told me that you think and Marcus thinks that Jody is cheap.
Listen, this is how I knew the son wasn't one of us because he
Yeah,
immediately said, "It's not my business. I'm going to sit up front."
I would have turned
We
around.
would have been like,
Get our
She
ass, mama.
she did say that. She did say that.
She did
She
say
said
that. She said that we be talking about it a lot. Loki, I think it too. Um,
that.
Jody then jumps in the argument as Larsa starts arguing with Jody, and Larsa says, listen, she didn't choose me over my man. She barely knows him, and she's known me for 15 years. And like Lisa's gonna say, bitch, please, I ain't known you for no 15 years, but she kept her mouth shut about that because she didn't want to ruin the show. However, Larsa says, I would choose a man over, I would choose Lisa over a man any day, and look dead at Jody, bitch. What were you gonna say, JB?
It's but Jody turned that back on her and was like, "Well, vice versa. Like, why should I choose you? Like, I don't know you.
I don't
I
even
met
fucking
you.
know you.
I met you 6 months ago, lady. Like, it Larsa. I don't know. You know how I feel about Larsa. Like, I hate her with every fiber of my being, but every time she comes on my TV, it's chaos. And she irks the girls. She gets the girls riled up. She gets the girls working. If it really wasn't for Larsa, Lisa would probably still be complaining about Lenny. So thank you, Larsa, for keeping one insufferable storyline from making it to a third year in a row. But also, God, I dislike you.
I told you guys season 4, you, Danny, and Cortez were not here for it. And I said, listen, I'm not here for it either, but I get why they casted Larsa. And you guys were like,
Absolutely.
she has to go immediately. I was like, no,
No, baby.
no,
No.
she has to
Here
go.
we are, 4 seasons into this reboot. It's funny because the first go around, she literally was boring as shit.
She was
She
nasty the
contributed.
first season. She was nasty then
She
too,
was
though.
nasty. She was
She was
nasty in the first season, but she was boring.
she was
Like
boring.
it was something getting that new face, that new butt, the new boobs, and divorcing Scotty and hanging out with the Kardashians. Like she came back desperate is the only word that I can say. And desperation breeds entertainment, I guess, because this lady, my God, a
You know, work
villain.
her set. She worked
A
her
villain.
set, baby. That's what we call that. We call
A
that working your
villain.
set, honey. Okay. Um, so Lisa does something that I find so backhanded that people do. I think it is so nice, nasty. Lisa apologizes to Preston. Preston, I'm so
Baby,
sorry
I'm
that
so
you had to
sorry we're
hear this.
talking about this.
Don't talk to my motherfucking child like that.
I
Now
love
you
it
trying to say I'm
because
being a
it's,
bad mother.
yes, it's one of those subtle things of
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
girl, girl, come on. My
But
whole
also,
thing.
well
Go ahead.
played, Lisa. Well played.
Yeah, my whole thing, like production. What sissy was in charge of getting these sprinter bands together? Because
That was
baby,
some messy shit.
y'all knew they wasn't fucking with each other. They
I
knew they
loved
hated
it.
each other, and you got one buzz, and it was the fact that Lisa stood there and then like, hi, I didn't know we
Hey,
were riding together. Like,
um, girl, but
girl.
you could tell whoever that sissy was is messy as hell because how did you find the one car in Milan with seats facing each other?
Facing each other with like knees touching. Lisa gets in
Oh,
as Larsa said, "Oh, is Jody gonna sit there?" And she goes, "Unless you wanted to sit next to you." Like, girl, what? Where else is he gonna sit,
she
dumbass?
didn't want to be nowhere near Jody Coke eyes. Oh,
ACI.
AC, excuse me. Whoa,
A mess. Give him a raise. See,
give him a raise.
this is the type of production that we need. Not forcefully crafting storylines, but seeing where mess is and just pushing it a little bit. Just pushing a little bit of
So,
mess.
AKA putting them in a ring and giving them boxing gloves.
Absolutely. Giving them lines of coke and then just seeing what happens.
Turn the AC up in this
Turn the
motherfucker.
AC up. It's getting boring.
Listen, so from there, Lisa says, I've been dealing with a lot. My father has died 3 times in the past 3 weeks. And
I was so confused.
so
My
is he
father
alive or is
died.
he dead? I just did he have a stroke? What's going on, girl?
What's going on?
I just don't understand it.
Trying to kill that man.
And Larsa, who promised her son that she was not going to argue with those people, even though she did the entire car ride, that bitch on fire and says, then why are you here?
You should have come.
And Lisa said, Lisa does this thing like she thinks people won't repeat herself because Lisa's always like, excuse me. And then Larsa was like, I said, why are you here?
If somebody on that cast is going to repeat it, it's going to be Larsa.
She better be lucky Jody didn't drop across the couch of her ass.
That's so rude, Larsa. Larsa, that's so rude. That's so mean. But I'm also like,
What?
I mean, she kind of has a point.
She got a point. She kind of,
She got a
if that's
point, lady.
don't throw up your dead daddy to get out of this argument.
Not
Because
the dead daddy.
if your daddy's so dead, you need to be with him.
This is the dead alive daddy. Larsa said, if he only has a week to live, like, why are you here? He's gonna be gone by the
She
time
said,
you get back.
I'm on standby. They could call any moment, and you're about to go walk a fashion show. It's very Gretchen Tamara. Did you go to Bass Lake?
Yes. Why are you in Bass Lake
Why
when
are
your
you at
husband's
Bass
dying?
Lake? And what is?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Oh my god! My jaw fucking dropped because
Larsa would have had to.
Larsa is the meanest motherfucker on that show. Larsa is mean.
Larsa's a Reuben, but you know what? Just like they said, who said that? Marisol told Lisa last season. That's who Larsa is. Larsa goes, look, you know this. You know this about
She
her.
literally just said that last episode, I think.
You when you argue with her, you know she's gonna like. Why are you surprised?
What
Like,
are you
okay,
surprised?
girl.
Can you believe she
Okay.
said? And Marisol was like, "Yeah, actually, I can believe she
Actually,
said it."
I'm actually surprised she did not say more.
I'm surprised she didn't say it sooner.
Listen, last season opener, she told everybody you rented out your house for music videos and you were broke. Like you're confused why she would bring up dead alive daddy.
Oh my God!
Like,
Remember that?
yes,
Yes, she told that
everybody
her
at
and
the
Lenny
party that she has a
Lisa was
mortgage on her
like,
house. Okay.
"No, we don't." And then 5 minutes later, she was like, "What's wrong with that?" Girl, is your daddy dead or not? Because you shouldn't be here right now. Good Lord. Gertie is having a consultation about having reconstructive surgery on her breast. She is not comfortable in her post-cancer body, and she's wanting to do anything to at least get her back to what she feels like is comfortability and normalcy for her.
Yeah.
Her husband Russell does not want her to go through any more surgery because of the pain it puts her through and the pain it puts him through having to go up and down them stairs getting everything for her ass.
He did not say that. He did not
No,
say that. Don't do that. That's a good
Gertie
man.
said it. Gertie said it.
Okay.
Gertie said it. I know he's going to have to take care of me. He doesn't want to.
Wow, you're very Julia coded right now.
Well,
Just twisting her words.
I bet she wish Russell was on that boat with her. She would have got something to eat.
Russell, go give me something to eat.
Don't give me something to eat because Julia on that bullshit tonight. Um, why would Julia not feed that girl? Oh, goddamn.
It's like inviting somebody over to a little like game night or something. They walk in and you're like, hi, no finger foods, no
No,
nothing.
you should have ate
Just
before you came.
y'all. DoorDash does deliver here.
Are you going to buy it?
And
No.
they're on a boat. DoorDash, I can't. If I want some McDonald's, they ain't even how they're gonna get it.
They're
How
gonna
am I gonna get some food?
Tinder and some DoorDash.
The kitchen closed.
Oh, that's the
Guess
fucking worst.
guess I gotta go to commissary and ask for some chips. Like
That
shit,
is fucked up.
y'all got
Julia is so
hot
nasty, man.
pockets.
I am so pissed. But honestly, it was just interesting to see Julia. Gertie is a fighter, and I never thought about what surviving cancer does to your mental
Yeah,
and your body and all of those things. And I just, I really wish her all the best. Like, I don't see how people. I mean, I could kind of see how it could be draining to deal with, but at the end of the day, this is a very real thing to deal with. And when you're supposed to be somebody's friend, you saddle up and you ride.
listen. Again, this is who Gertie is. She's very dramatic, very over the top. It's what you either are going to like or dislike about her. My thought is if somebody is going through cancer, and Gertie's been extremely open about this, like this whole scene of her like actively taking her top off, showing what her chest looked like after radiation, after
Yes, I
surgery,
did not
after
know we were gonna get
reconstruction.
that. Yeah.
Baby, that's balls to the wall. That's honesty. So, like, seeing the physical and mental and emotional toll it takes on somebody, I'm gonna sit here and complain that she's being too extra. Like I get strep throat and I'm out for a week complaining to anybody and everybody who will listen to me. Like
Mhm,
I'm sorry, cancer ain't nothing to play about. You can
mhm.
complain as much as you want, and I may be annoyed, but I'm never going to tell somebody that you're annoying me if you're fighting for your life for cancer. I'm sorry,
Absolutely.
I'm just not that kind of person.
Me either.
Like
Me
it
either.
takes a really vile person to all of a sudden be like, well, they're acting too much, and I'm tired of hearing about. Oh, you tired of hearing about cancer? Okay, I'm sure she's tired of having to go get some fucking radiation injections, like and get
Absolutely.
chemo. Like I'm sure she's tired of that.
And oh,
Shut
heaven
up.
forbid you invite on a boat and don't feed her neither. Um,
No, knowing goddamn well her blood sugar and everything else is low, like that. Like, why would you not? At least a crab
you
cake.
always take it one step too far. I just want to be honest
Like,
with
no,
you.
I'm just saying, like, that lady, like, and the thing that pissed me off that she probably did. Martina didn't go because she had a health scare right before.
Huh?
Okay, that's new. I thought that she's been in remission for a year and a half. What you mean a health scare
But you
now?
would think
Because
that go ahead.
again, in the words of Larsa, why are you here?
But you would yeah, that too. But you would
If your
also
wife
think that
is
she would be sensitive to that.
Yeah, like my thing is like, okay, well now that Gertie's still in the midst of reconstructive surgery and stuff like that, now all of a sudden Martina got a health scare. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Conveniently, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is
Oh,
the
okay.
health
I
scare
see you, girl.
transphobia? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I see you, girl. I see you. I see you on that. Um,
I see you, Bob.
and then, then the fact that you're supposed to be so that you would normally be so heightened and aware of this, you invite someone on who is overcoming the sickness and the illness, and you don't feed, girl.
My thing
This
is, I've
Juneteenth.
invited people on trips before. Hey, come down for the weekend. I'm staying here. Like, just join us. Somebody else backed out. Blah blah blah. It's never been like, well, I made reservations for myself.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
I
gonna
don't
do, but
really
I just
know what you
invited them.
doing, but you
Yeah,
got the
who
key to
does
the
that?
room, right?
Why didn't they go
That's
to dinner
just
together?
Yeah, that's so like, and if it was, I don't know, Julia's moving real funny, real weird. She got herself a little Botox, and all of a sudden she doesn't know how to act. So
You know what I think it is? Honestly, she got herself a little bow tie. I honestly think she is the way that she moves is it feels like she moves based off of social media, right? Which
yeah,
is why she's already trying to backtrack.
backtracking.
And yeah, she's a social media girl. So what that means is, people were expecting her and Julia and Gertie to be the ones to get the boot because there was a rumor of a cash shakeup and they didn't shake up shit. But if it's out of me and you, girl, may the best bitch win. But that's what I would have said. I wouldn't have made up no reason like this. This is absolutely asinine. And then you go
Yeah,
in your real life and treat her like shit because you want to make sure that you maintain your spot on the show, a spot that you don't even
yeah.
fucking need. Get
She
out of
even
here.
said when she was telling Alexia all this, we get a flashback of her in the Zoom meeting, and she's like, what's her name? Nicole and Gertie both. The link isn't working for either of them. So why are you mad at Gertie? You knew the link wasn't working
Because Nicole not filming, bitch. Fuck
because
her.
Nicole.
Anyway, I don't
Yeah,
got mad.
that lady. She.
Yeah.
It's given. I really don't have a storyline
This
because
is
my wife doesn't want the kids on camera. My wife isn't that interesting. So what am I gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna fight with the black girl. Okay, and she wouldn't fight with Kiki because
don't
Kiki
say
would
that.
pop
Don't
her in
say
the
that on
throat.
the don't say that on Juneteenth like that. Don't say that.
That's what that was going through her head. You said it. You
Don't
said
piss
it.
me off. Don't piss me off,
Don't piss
please.
me off. Don't get
Please
me.
don't piss me off.
I'm trying not to go there
I will
right
call
now
Julia right now.
and cuss her out.
Marisol is finally getting married to somebody, and
Don't do that.
it's it's
Don't do
Juneteenth.
that.
It's Juneteenth. Don't piss you off. And
Marisol
Marisol,
again looks so fucking good. So
who?
goddamn good. Marisol, that face
Oh,
with that little hair. Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
settling in
It's settled
nicely.
perfectly.
I
Good
wish
for her.
you can get a head reduction though.
On Juneteenth,
She's got a big ass head, man. I don't know what you want me to
she do
say.
got a big head. God
That head
bless
is
her.
huge. God damn. Can you get a head reduction right or something? Marisol is finally getting married to somebody. And I see why Alexia doesn't watch a show because Marisol aired Alexia's ass out. She said that with Todd, it brought up the worst in Alexia, and she always had a bad attitude and was taking shit out on her that was going on in her household. But single Alexia, she loves single Alexia because she's back to the Alexia that she met and knew and fell in love with and became friends with. Um, she says Alexia's home life is creating her to be an angry person,
Mm,
as Todd was picking on her and making her feel less than. Alexia then has a well, we can talk about that really quick because the dinner is the majority of the rest of
yeah.
it. So um listen, 2 for 2 for Marisol, 2 episodes in a row. I feel like she's gotten it right.
My thing is like, I know that she was trying to make that as a dig to Todd. But baby, at the beginning, it really
She was tearing Alexia ass
she
up.
was wearing Alexia out. She's insecure. She
I'm
lets
so
that
sick of
man
her
beat
being
her
a
up.
mean,
I'm so
nasty
sick.
bitch.
She's a nasty wench. But that was Todd. Todd did that. Okay, girl.
Oh, go ahead and sneak that in there.
Right,
That's
sneak
what
that in there.
that's what she's been wanting to say to Alexia, but doesn't have the balls to do it.
But we all have kind of said that. Like since we met Todd, we're like, Alexia wasn't really moving like this the first go around when she was on here. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Alexia is a grown ass woman. She makes her own decisions. She is going to act however she's going to act. I mean, we see a little bit in the clip, or in the clip at the dinner scene where she's like, Todd just is, he's mad at the power that this show gave me. And I mean, we've said it before. Like, I think coming back and being an OG and then landing as a favorite again, kind of may have gone to her head a little bit because she
Oh, she
absolutely
was.
is
You said
moving.
it was Alexia show and all that stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So I can't wait for the new doctor, the new cast member to come on and
Tear
take it
her
down a couple
ass
of
up.
notches, tear her ass up a little
Um,
bit.
it's interesting too. That you mentioned how she was first season and she wasn't like that. Well, I think that's the difference in between being married to a gay man and a straight one for real.
Oh,
It's true.
oh. Or a man with money and a man without.
Allegedly,
Not allegedly. That that
your
man.
credit has to be somewhat decent to rent stuff. People won't even let you rent it, right?
I mean, as long as your credit is okay, don't mean you have money.
Oh, we
Some
got
people with
another,
a lot of money got shitty credit.
and that's
And a lot
why.
of people with good credit ain't got money.
Period. Uh, we have another super chat.
Hey,
Yay!
Carlos, that's my friend.
Hey, Carlos.
Hi, Carlos.
Could you read that? Hey, Carlos. This is Carlos
He
Harris.
says Miami has one of the strongest ensembles on Bravo. Everyone else except for Salt Lake, which we agree with, are kibbles and bits. Absolutely. It's organic. And I'm not sure if we had talked about this, Chase.
You see my face?
Wait, there are little kibbles and bits. Atlanta's a little close.
It's
Atlanta's a
Juneteenth.
little.
Okay.
Atlanta's. We got to talk about Amorosa.
Who?
Uh,
I get it. I didn't get that.
You got it.
Yes, I did.
So there's this thing like I think this is why New York didn't necessarily work, or it's taken them a little bit to find their stride. It's Miami brought in the 4 or 5 new girls that didn't know each other. They all met each other once they were on the show. But it really caused them to forge bonds and form friendships because the OGs were already there and already were friends. And so Miami kind of had to like, okay, well, I'm making friends with the new girls. We're in it, we're bonding. And we're seeing those kind of alliances either stick or shift with some of the OGs. And they've integrated really organically with this group as
Hmm.
much as I felt like New York absolutely needed a reboot, like the old cast it was just too much. And that may be an unpopular opinion. I still really like the New York, but throwing 7 people who have no connection really with each other has stalled some progress with their interactions. And it feels a little stiff sometimes because they don't really know each other. They knew of each other, but they never hung out. They hung out a month before filming started.
And it just, I just, y'all not
I
gonna
know you.
listen. It's Juneteenth, so I'm not gonna give I'm not gonna give the old cast too much. Um, but everybody knows before the shit hit the fan with them, the old cast were my favorite Housewives. OG New York got me into Housewives. I have to be
Yep.
honest. Season 3, OG New
Tay
York
House.
got me into Real Housewives. Yes, and so I just know what we had, and I see what we have, and baby,
And it's because, I mean, even then, there was Bethany and Jill that were friends. And then Jill and Ramona knew each other from a couple of years. And then so and so and Luann knew of each other and had run in the same circles. There was an organic type of chemistry. But I also feel like that may be a little more difficult now in a franchise that's been going for 20 years at this point to organically get women who are friends with each other after they've seen how friendships sour.
but then
Like,
even when they added people in, like you're saying, like how it may deter you, they made sure they added people in who knew that it was gonna sugar turn to shit, and they joined anyway. Sonya probably didn't know because she joined
yeah,
pretty early on, but Sonya was in that circle somewhat because
yeah,
Sonya and Ramona knew each other and always got
yeah.
into it at boutiques over clothes. And Dorinda had been around those girls forever
Yeah.
before finally joining. So yeah.
Yeah, I think Miami has done a great job of a soft reboot, and I think that's why it worked. We have just enough of the old faces with new faces, and then the new girls, the new faces. So
Mhm.
it's worked. It's caused them to forge bonds, and then they genuinely hang. You said this last week. They hang out with each other outside the show, excuse me, and we're seeing friendships deteriorate and form over the last 4 years between them.
Yeah. Like
But
with
back to
even
Voldemort.
which one? Who is that?
Voldemort.
Who you calling that?
You already done forgot what that bald lady's name is?
Martin.
Not you erase her from your memory for Juneteenth.
Yeah, baby, I don't fuck with Martin.
Not Martin.
No.
But it's funny. Shantae made a question. Like we're going back to the Gertie thing. We said this last season when Gertie decided to like chart her cancer journey. How these moments of frivolity between the fights and stuff. It's this is ultimately a reality show and everything. Shantae put in the comments that it was really ironic that Martina's a transphobe, but survived cancer and a lot of surgeries post cancer diagnosis are gender affirming care in order to reaffirm womanhood. And same with testicular cancer, you get gender affirming care once you have to go through radiation and stuff. So it's interesting. So thank you, Gertie, for bringing that to light, for showing it on camera. Gender affirming care is everything that you do to affirm the gender and the body that you are comfortable with. Martina, save that Adam's apple. I said it. You're mad?
I just deleted. You know, made me delete the whole fucking recap. Fucking with you.
I really dislike that lady.
Oh,
She has been one of the biggest click downs in history. Like I'll never forgive her for what she did last week to Gertie. That nasty, nasty, nasty attitude. Keep
oh,
it
it was
moving.
so
Where are we at?
bad. It was so bad, and it's indicative of how Julia treated her on that fucking boat.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. I actually found it, so you didn't ruin my life. Um, all right. Alexia hosts a dinner for her friend Johnny, who's in town from Madrid. She didn't invite Adriana or Gertie because she doesn't want them to make it about them. From there, we're going to talk about that. Alexia
Mm,
then makes it about her the entire dinner and talks about how she feels Todd is playing her like a fiddle, and he is. He
yeah,
loved the show, but he didn't like what Jamie and them was saying about him on the lean. And so that's why he didn't want to be.
he specifically said
Y'all
that little
actually y'all
brown.
defended him. I was like
I
on
defended
Todd's
him for
ass.
Frankie
Y'all defended
and
him for me.
only
You remember
Frankie.
that?
And oh, he's lying, y'all. Roll the tapes.
That's not
Production,
true. I
production.
never liked him.
You didn't, but you never like anybody.
That's true.
You're like, yeah, yeah.
Damn.
And
Oh,
this time you were right.
hey,
When you're right, you're right.
it's Juneteenth, Diva. Um, have nothing to do with nothing. Just letting
Okay.
y'all know what time it
Just
is.
let you know.
He loved the show, but he didn't once people like Jamie and their critiques came in
All right,
and
you
was
had to say
talking all
that a
that
second
shit about
time.
his true tea. Now that what Alexia say. Now Alexia offered to leave the show, and he said it was too late. And Marisol said, "Aha!" She's clocked Todd for
Ay, por
hoodwinking and
favor.
right, oh yeah, she she clocked Todd for hoodwinking and bamboozling Alexia to get her guard down in order to go ahead and come out in the best light because the show is filming. Alexia says that he is hot and cold with her, and he's renting not only his emotions but that apartment and them cars too,
Oh my
bitch.
God.
Now she did
Very
go on Watch
Aaron's.
What Happens Live and say that she regretted saying that about him. Alexia says that narcs should fucking unalive themselves, narcs equaling narcissists. And Julia says that she ran into Todd and he was so pleasant and nice to her, but all that she could think about is how he left poor Frankie alone. And that got me mad because I don't fuck around and play by Frankie, bitch. You can come get some if you want some with me and Frankie because I'll fuck you up over Frankie. Uh, Not so much his brother though. Y'all
You
can
can have
read
that
through it.
one.
You
You can
can
have.
read
I'll
them.
help you. I'll help with
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, y'all can read her. Anyway, Alexia then sobs and says he is a monster who ruined her life and begs the group to help her get away from him.
Girl, you are 67.
I have
You
to say
are
the whole time
67. How long you
Kiki's
gonna
looking
keep
like,
doing
oh
this?
yeah, what do you want us to do?
Right? Like we Marisol sitting over there like, I've been telling you, dude,
I
like
told you, dude,
get
bro.
away.
I told you,
Like
bro.
he left you and you got back with him. Like at this point, it has nothing to do with Todd, stupid. It's you. Everybody knows about this man. Everybody's been telling you about this man. And you're currently still with him. Like, I help me get away from him.
No,
Is
she
he
said
giving
as of last night they're not together anymore.
for that week? Like, girl, that man ain't beating you up. You ain't scared to leave him. Like, oh, he's an asshole. Leave him. Like, he ain't
Does she
threatening
think she
you.
won't be able to do any better?
I mean, you've been divorced 4 times. Like, you'll be fine. It's okay. You're fine. You can get a mortgage like Lisa,
A big ass mortgage.
a big ass mortgage.
Whoa, $32,000 a month. I found it most interesting that she did not invite Gertie or Adriana to the dinner because she did
Never
not
nothing
want them.
interesting about that.
Well, I
It
mean,
pissed me off.
that's what's interesting about it. That's how bad it pissed me off because she says that they're going to make it about them, and they're here to honor her friend Johnny, and then she turns around and makes a whole dinner about her, which AKA means, as she said at that reunion a couple of years ago, it's my video package. Okay, so that means this scene is her time to discuss her hurt, and she did not have capacity to deal with anyone else's because they would have said, Gertie, how are you? And she would have been like, oh, the cancer or something like that. Like, I just think that's so shitty and trash. And that's
It's
what they
super
think
trash.
about Gertie and her cancer
Yeah.
journey.
And I think that it also because Julia was there. She didn't want Gertie and Julia to get into it. She didn't want Gertie to bring it up. And she knows
Why are
that
we
Gertie will
inviting
bring it
Julia
up.
to anything?
Boots. Like Julia literally last season was just crying like, "Oh, I think that Marisol and Alexia don't like me, and I'm just trying to get that." Like, girl, Now all of a sudden you're best friends. You got a little Bob. You decided not to put the part in the middle, and it starts over here now.
Oh,
Now
she
you want to be
cut
one
it
of the
behind
girls.
her ear.
You bump the ends a little bit, and now you're one of the girls. Like
Bitch, please. And the
I
reason
hate
why
that.
she did that is to save her job, which is why Adriana is not fucking with her because Adriana knows how much shit they've talked about Marisol and
Yeah,
Alexia over the last few years. And now because your job on the chopping block, you starting bullshit with Gertie
yeah.
and you trying to get close with Alexia to save your spot. When baby, if it's for you, it's for you. And if it ain't, it ain't.
And the thing that I'm noticing about it is in those scenes, Marisol barely interacts with Julia at all. She's just kind of like, oh, she moves over here, and it's more so Julia sucking up with Alexia. Um, but Alexia's gay friend. Am I the only one who thought that he reminded me of the Manzo's gay friend from Jersey?
Oh, yeah, Greg,
Greg.
you probably the
He
only one.
he
Not me, girl.
wow, wow, wow.
Sorry.
This is nuts. This is nuts. Your president
Speaking of
is
nuts,
trying to
are they speaking of
attack me in my
nuts?
community,
Oh,
but you're
wait,
bullying me on
what?
this channel. All right, I'm getting bullied on the channel and bullied in the real world. This is crazy.
Hey, it's Juneteenth, girl.
I'm gonna save it till midnight. Then I'll start my bullshit.
Oh, oh yeah. But
Oh yeah.
speaking of nuts, are they trying to say he has a big old pair of nuts?
I fast forwarded through that because I don't care. Kiki looked great.
Child, I almost called you out on this podcast tonight.
Kiki looked amazing. No, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm very good.
yeah,
I'm
and
very good.
I'm a respect you and your relationship. Are you one of those people that now that you have a man, can I say that?
Yeah.
Now that you have a man, it's like, oh, they don't, oh, I don't see anything. Speak no
Oh,
evil,
not at
see no.
all. That man has a crush on Pedro Pascal and lets it be known every goddamn day that if Pedro Pascal walked into a room, he would ask me to leave.
Your man?
Yes. And I support it because I have about 5 or 10 all passes as well. So it's
What y'all
good.
got going on over there in that house?
I just don't think that, like, I can't get giddy hearing sexual things about people I don't find attractive. I'm just like, okay, good for you, girl. You got a big dick. Can we, in front of my tuna tartar, like, can we keep this conversation pushing,
In front of
please?
Gertie's dinner on this boat that she can't eat.
In front of the dinner that won't let me into, like, can can I go? Can you go?
Oh God, what did you
I
think
hate it
about that
here.
whole dinner?
It it was comedy. It was comedy
She was
in
pouring her
like
heart out.
it was. She was. Help me. And there's Julia. Oh my God, I know what you have been through. Like, oh, Julia, please,
I just
please.
started talking to you.
Kiki's just over there, like, I just, every single time I come to eat something, it's like somebody's crying. Like,
She just
my
bought her
God.
burger, a Whopper.
I will say that Marisol looks
Good.
annoyed.
Oh, I know it.
Yes, no, she looks good. I agree with her. Every single thing she said about Alexia and Todd and all that. And
It's a bunch of bullshit.
I've been in situations like that where my friend has been in a relationship that I'm like, girl, you can try to convince everybody that you're happy, but you a miserable ass bitch, and you've been a miserable ass bitch, and you're picking a fight with me every day of the week. And what did Sutton say? You're not mad at me. You're mad at
You're
your
mad at your
life.
life.
You're mad at your life.
And Bo said, too far. And I said, you need to get out of the way, Bose.
This
This is what we do over here. We go too far.
is what we do. Like shit.
Oh my God. Well, I got mad thinking about Beverly Hills. Go ahead.
That was it. The dinner was great. Again, it reminds me these ladies are just unhinged enough that you never know what is going to happen at a dinner, and none of it ever seems like production is like, I need you to talk about this. Like, I fully believe that Alexi's like, oh my God, my best friend is from back for a night from Madrid. It's so happy to see you. By the way, my life is falling apart. Like,
It's very Ramona Singer coded, isn't it?
absolutely. And like all the best parts of Ramona, how Ramona absolutely did not need production to ever ask her to do or say anything. Like,
I
it was the
wanted
Ramona show.
to laugh. Why won't he
It,
love me? Why won't he love me, Bethany? Why won't he love me?
that's Alexia. This is why Alexia is a top tier housewife. Like, the house could be on fire and she could be like, I remember when Todd set my house on fire and told me he didn't do it. and this is why my life is falling apart. I love her. You'll never make me hate Alexia, even when I hate her.
I'm gonna figure out a way to make you hate her. Um,
No, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how this
no.
goes with the Gertie, because I can guarantee that once Julia throws that drink on Gertie, there ain't going to be a
Do you feel
single.
like it's next week?
I don't think that it's coming up that soon. It may be
So
like
she got in her face
mid-season.
more than once.
I don't know. They've been, mm,
Julia
but
got up
also,
from her seat and got in that lady's face.
yeah. Oh yeah, I remember when the tabloids picked it up. We talked about that at the group chat.
I wanted to
But
fucking fight her
also,
then.
with Miami, it's hard to gauge time wise how or at what point during filming that stuff like that happens,
You never
because
know
they finish
when.
filming so like far back and then they put it on the shelf for so long. So like all of this stuff happened at the beginning of last year, I want to say, and they're just now putting the season out. So I don't know. Regardless, I can guarantee that Alexia didn't do anything to defend Gertie or to tell Julie she was being a dumb bitch. So
Oh,
we'll see. She was. I can already say that. That's one of the things. I know I tend to make snap judgments and that I
yeah.
sometimes speak without having all of the facts, but I don't need facts. I have it in my heart, and that's all I need. Julia was being a dumb bitch, and I can
Oh,
say that confidently.
stop saying that.
You literally just
I did not literally just.
chat. Can somebody please count how many times Chase has called Julia a dumb bitch?
It will be few and far between. But
Mm.
speaking of, I forgot to go live
Speaking of
on.
dumb bitches, you forgot
Yeah.
to go live.
Yeah. Oh, wait. We're not talking about me being a dumb bitch. We was
Oh,
talking about Lisa and
oh,
Larson.
okay, okay. Sorry.
Oh, wait.
Just
What have we been doing this whole time? And it just has not recorded anything. Uh,
we're not doing a second take. You have
so
fun.
it'll just be
Have
in
a
the
blessed
air.
night.
A lost
Have a
episode.
yes, it's in the clouds somewhere. Don't know what to
Yeah,
tell you,
girl. Y'all have
sis.
to figure it out,
Sorry,
girl.
Diva.
It's with Jesus, Diva.
Still I rise.
It's Juneteenth, Diva. Absolutely. So the last scene is Lisa and Preston walking poorly in that Philip Klein fashion show. And Lisa blowing a kiss to Larsa, like kiss it, and Larsa wasn't even paying any attention. And then from there, Fabulous came in and was being messy and wanted to get all the housewives tea girlfriends. Yeah. So
And she was living.
he
He
was
said,
like,
"Well, now
girl,
what happened?
what? Bitch,
What?
what? Preston,
She
go
went
get
to
us some
dinner.
milk and cookies.
She went to dinner with your friend,
And she
with the
did, boy, what?
boyfriend. Oh, that's nuts. You
Oh,
can't do
girl, now
that."
you one thing about it, I would never do no shit like that,
But
bitch.
that Do you know how completely self-absorbed and lacking self-awareness you have to meet a hip-hop legend randomly at a party and immediately start filling him in on your bullshit with your
Well,
good
he
girl
asked.
while she's right there?
So this hoe right here tried me, and I should
She
slap
said,
her,
and
right?
then they both just kept grabbing him and facing him towards her, like, no, but what she said, what I told her was, what would you think about? And I'm like, oh my God.
Fabulous was like, I wasn't serious.
Right, the cameras were here. They told me to come and ask y'all. Like, my
You got
God,
to
I didn't
sign the
want to.
waiver, okay? I signed
I
the
did.
waiver. Fuck.
I didn't. My career. I need some streams. Y'all stream. What song did Fabulous have? Stream Into You by Tamia. I was on that. It's my favorite Fabulous song.
So Tamia, your favorite? You're. I'm not going there with
I
you.
can't really explain it. I'm
Yeah,
so into you now. I won't bring the problem from the '90s in the 2000s. Okay. Happy Juneteenth.
yeah. I see what you did there. Um, they are so self-absorbed to go ahead and actually clue him in, like what's going on in Housewives land. Most people are like, oh, nothing. We're just here,
That's
having
it.
a good time. This
Nothing, baby.
fucking bitch. I'm surprised she didn't tell him her dad's dead and alive at the same time,
Her
and
dead
he's
daddy
here.
is in the hospital alive, and her man is out doing AC somewhere.
Oh my god! Speaking of which, so from there they both feel like I don't know what they heard Fabulous say, but Fabulous said that you should stop hanging out with her ex and you should stop being nasty in her house. I don't know how they felt that he took either side, but that's what they felt because Lisa said he obviously took my side, and Larson was like, obviously Fabulous agrees with me, and this is who we're
Delusions.
dealing with. That is production is so shady because they can't outright tell us who these people are, so they make sure that we see who these people are so vapid
Absolutely.
and
And
just
that's genius.
It's
That's
so genius.
genius.
It was great. From there, next week we get a preview of Wild Eyed Jody, uh, scaring everybody at the table. What
Why
do you
would
think
they
about this
react
week's
like that?
episode? Yeah.
Why would they react like that?
Oh my god. Oh, I'm thinking it's like
But the
it was
thing
still bad in my
is,
opinion. There's something about Jody. I'm gonna wait till next week. I'm
can't
gonna
put
wait
your
till we
nose
do
on
that.
it.
Oh,
Um,
well, did you mean to did you mean to say that?
yes, absolutely.
You're
Um,
good, bitch. Oh my god. I
it's one of those
wouldn't
things.
put my nose on it
I
neither.
would, I wouldn't trust him as far as I could snort him. Um,
Oh,
they were
turn the heat
literally
up in this motherfucker. It's too cold in here.
cut the AC. Uh, they went from fighting, tearing each other's throats out, to Lisa said, Jody left me. And Larsa was immediately like, who does that?
Girl,
Why
why
did
would
he
he
leave
leave
you?
you? Oh my
Well, I'm
god.
like, oh, okay, yeah, y'all
Girl,
are
they
just
are
this,
crazy.
y'all are arguing because y'all are the same person.
They're the
And
same
y'all get mad at the same
person.
thing and get mad at the same thing.
But
Lisa's
Larsa
ready.
just has a nastier
Oh, okay.
streak.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
think Lisa's just as nasty just off camera.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, Lisa said some pretty shitty things
Oh yeah.
on camera.
Oh yeah.
So
Preston, I'm so sorry you have to see your mom argue like this.
it's just Lisa, it takes Lisa a little longer to get there. It's Larsa, you're being mean to me. Yeah, well, that's why your daddy's dead alive. So
I bet you
don't
Lisa
talk to
won't
me.
get in the Kiki face again, though. I know that.
I know that.
That I
Kiki about
know.
to tore her up last year.
And that's on
This
Juneteenth.
episode
Damn
was
it.
so good. Like,
It
I
was
love
so
these
good.
ladies. I
It
love
was
these
so
ladies.
good. We love the
I miss
ladies.
Adriana, but it was so good.
She wasn't in the episode at all.
Ain't no one
She
want to
was at the
film with me. That's
beginning.
crazy. Was she? Oh yeah, she was at the little
Yeah.
lunch. Her, Gertie, Lisa, and Kiki.
Yeah.
I love Kiki, a neutral bitch. Who, no matter what's
Yeah.
going,
Kiki
Kiki
don't
said, "I'm
really
gonna
be
be
giving a
there.
fuck.
I'm gonna be there.
Am
I'm
I
gonna
gonna get my
collect a
day
check
rate?
for every scene."
Am I getting
Absolutely.
the day rate? Because
I'm not fighting with anybody.
they hurt my feelings so bad how they did Kiki and didn't go to her event.
Yeah. Oh yeah. From last year, I'm so mad about that.
That really hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, with that being said, our feelings are going to get better because I'm going to go make another one of these cocktails, and you guys are going to go listen to the first 2 episodes of Mojito Mommies over and over and over again. Give us 5 stars on all podcast platforms. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's see.
And while you're at it, on the YouTube videos, please give us at least 3 reasons why you hate Julia as well. What are your top 3 reasons for hating Julia
Yeah,
and
do that.
her studsman?
And we're if you
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's not your fault. Julia married a gym teacher. Um,
Very Coach Beast, bitch. Very dead.
if you guys go ahead and list your top 3 reasons why you hate Julia, we'll make sure we read them next episode. Did you
Absolutely.
want to read a comment or two before we go? Just a comment or two, and then we're out.
Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Just
We
pick
got
it.
Sierra. Sierra Content say she lied on her alive daddy.
He did what?
She lied on her alive daddy.
He's dead, Larsa.
My daddy's dead, you bitch. He could be alive any minute now. Like,
And all she asked was, "So then why are you here?"
why are you here? This, but also this whole
I would have
storyline. I'm
jumped
like,
across the couch.
this whole storyline. I'm like, Lisa. Dr. Nicole already did this a couple of seasons ago. We've got the dad storyline, and Nicole did it much more believably. I didn't even know you had a dad, and you just brought him up this year. Okay.
She said she didn't either until like 2 weeks ago.
Well, there you have it, folks. This is Chase and Jaime signing out.
Oh my gosh, should I say Jaime from now on? Would you like for me to do that?
I don't care.
No, I'm
Jamie
serious.
or Jaime. Everybody knows me like as Jamie, so yeah. Whatever you want to
We'll
call
figure
me.
it out.
I'll talk to you about it when it's not Juneteenth. Be like, it's your day. Do your show, girl.
Oh, thank you so much. Because leave it to everybody else to burden black people on that one day we get. So, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching Mojito Mommies. Like I said, run 1 and 2 back again. Leave us some comments, you guys. Tell us everything you hate about Julia, and we'll read it. And we will see you again the next time we see ya. Peace out. Yeah, yeah, ooh. I'm joking. I'm joking.